Good evening, everybody. And welcome to the fifth grade production of Oliver. The fifth graders have been working so hard over the last couple of months to put on a great show for you today. Here is Oliver.
Waiting for, if you live till 84, all we ever get is brutal. Every day we say our prayers, will they change the bill of fare? Still we get the same old brutal. There's not a crust, not a crumb. Can we find, can we beg, can we borrow or catch? But there's nothing to stop us from getting a thrill when we all close our eyes.
For what you're about to receive, may the Lord make you truly thankful.
Amen.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What?
Please, sir, I want some more.
More? Before we put the lad to toss, may I be so curious to ask his name? Oliver, never before has a boy written more. Oliver, wants us for more when he knows it's his son. There's a dark thing, whining, somewhere without any banister, which will throw him down and feed him on cockroaches, sitting in the canister. Oliver, what will he do when he turns back and blue? He will curse the day. Somebody named him Oliver, never before has a boy written more. Oliver,
One extra more when he knows it's a
there's a two-cheek chimney, long overdue for sweeping out, which will push it up. And when the next year the rest will be creeping out. Oliver. Somebody named him Oliver.
Lock him up. Collect his belongings. Bring to me when you're done. To bed, all of you!
Yes, you're quite right, Mrs. Courtney. We must get rid of this canker in our midst. That boy was born to be hung. I've never been so shocked in all my days.
Hush, Mr. Bumble. You have quite a turn. Sit down and have a nice cup of tea.
It's nice to be appreciated, Mrs. Courtney. These here paupers don't care about me. I give them so much food, and still, these here paupers are not contented.
Of course they're not. Why would they be, sweet Mr. Bumble?
Very sweet indeed, ma'am.
Sit down. Go now, Mr. Bumble, and get a good price for him.
One boy for sale. He's going cheap, only 7 guineas. That's or thereabouts. Small boy, rather pale, through lack of sleep. Feed him grow thin, stop him getting stabbed. If I should say he wasn't very greedy, I should not, I'd be telling you a tale. One boy for sale, come take a peek. Have you ever seen as nice a boy for sale? Liberal terms, Mr. Sowerberry. Liberal terms. £5.
Well, as a matter of fact, I was needing a boy.
Then it's settled. £5.
Cash upon liking, Mr. Bumble. Cash upon liking. Mrs. Sowerberry!
What is it?
Will you have the goodness to come here, my dear?
What do you want? Well, what is it?
I was talking to Mr. Bumble
Hello, Mr. Bumble.
Hello, Mrs. Sowerberry.
that we may consider in taking upon this boy to help around in the shop. There's an expression of melancholy on his face that's very interesting. He'll make a delightful coffin follower.
A what?
I don't mean a regular coffin follower that follows around grown-ups. I mean for children's practice.
For once, just for once, you may have had a decent idea. Very well then, boy. What is your name?
Oliver Twist, ma'am.
A singular name.
Yes, ma'am, one of my own choosing.
Yours, Mr. Bumble?
Yes, Mrs. Sowerberry.
How's that, Mr. Bumble?
Well, the mother came to us destitute, died promptly, without leaving a name or address.
Dear, dear. Well, Oliver Twist, do you think that you could look like that gentleman over there?
Only if I had a black hat.
Never mind about the black hats.
The boy's quite right. Get the boy a top hat. These things must be done proper and correct. Stand there. Under the picture, boy. Henry, give us the top hat. Henry, really, it takes you twice as long to do anything as anyone else. Yes. Yes. For once, Henry, you've had a good idea. He's a born undertaker's mute. I can see him in a black silk suit, following behind the funeral procession with his features fixed in a suitable expression. There'll be horses with tall black plumes to escort to the family tombs, with mourners in all corners who've been taught to weep in tears. Then the coffin lined in satin, that's your funeral, large enough to wear your hat in, that's your funeral, we're just here to glamorize you for that endless sleep. You might just as well look fetching when you're 6 feet deep. At the wake we'll drink a toddy to the body beautiful. That's your funeral, not our funeral, that's your funeral.
£5. £5.
Very well then, that is your job. Junior coffin follower. Have you eaten yet?
No, ma'am.
Not since.
Charlotte, love, this is the new boy. Give them to him. Have you done?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad to hear it. Now get to bed. Your bed's under the counter. You don't mind sleeping among coffins, I suppose, but it doesn't much matter. You can't sleep nowhere else. Is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that I've been dreaming of? Where is she? Who I close my eyes to see? Will I ever know the sweet and love that's meant for only me? Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the someone who I can be something to? Who can say where she may hide? Must I travel far and wide till I am beside the sun?
Are you the new boy?
Yes, sir.
How old are you?
13, sir.
Well, then I'll lock you in when I get in, you old workhouse brat. I'm waiting.
Did you need a coffin, sir?
No, but you'll be needing one soon when you start teaching your superiors.
Okay.
Oh, I suppose you don't know who I am.
I don't.
I'm Mr. Noah Claypool, and you're under me.
Okay. Charlotte.
How's your mother?
Wait, Charlotte. Never mind my mother.
Why? Did she die?
Never you mind.
Oh, I do mind.
Well, you better not say any more.
Better not. The workhouse cheek of it. My mother said she was a nice one.
What did you say?
Your mother's a straight down bad. It's a good thing she died, or else she'd be doing hard labor in prison. Charlotte! Mrs. Help! This new boy's gone mad. He's a murdering me.
What on earth can be happening? Coming. Noah! Oh, you horrid little wretch! You murderous villain!
Oh!
Noah, get help! Charlotte, some water, quick! Heaven help us! I wanted a drink! Oh, Charlotte, what's to be done? Dear, I don't know, Mother, unless we call for the police. Mr. Bumble! Oh, Mr. Bumble!
Is she dead?
Very much alive.
Do you know this here voice, Oliver?
Yes.
Aren't you trembling, Oliver?
No!
Me, madam, me.
Of course the boy is insane. No boy in half his sense could venture to speak so to you.
Me, madam, me.
What?
If you kept the boy on gruel, this would have never happened.
Dear, this is what comes of being so generous.
He called my mother names.
And what if he did? She probably deserved it and much worse.
No, she didn't.
She did. It's a lie!
Ow!
He's gone.
Who's gone? Oliver, he's run off!
Me, madam, me.
What you staring at? Ain't you never seen a gent? No, I haven't. Tired? I've been running hard. Oh, I see. You must be running away from the beak. Oh, what? Now don't tell me you don't know what a beak is, me flashmate. Is it a beak where the bird stopped? My eyes, how green can you get? A beak is a magistrate for your information. Hungry? Starving. Got no mother? No. Father? No. Lovely Balmy weather we're having today. Don't you think, stay in London? Why, yes. Got any lodgings? No. Money? Not a farthing. Do you live in London? When I'm at home, I suppose you want someplace to sleep tonight, don't you? Are you accommodated? No, I don't think so. Then accommodated you shall be, me old mate. I know a certain house and I know a respectable old gentleman who lives there who will give you lodgings for nothing and never ask for the change. This is, and that is, if any other gentleman, what he knows introduces you. And does he know me? I'd say he does. Not if he don't, and so on. Who is this respectable old gentleman then? Is he a charity gentleman? Well, I wouldn't exactly say that. Not exactly. But if I introduce someone, it's all right on account of I happen to be a particular favorite of Mr. Fagin. That's his name, Mr. Fagin. By the way, if I'm introducing you to Fagin, I better know who you are, me old China plate.
My name is Oliver Twist.
And my name's Jack Dawkins, better known me more intimate friends as the Artful Dodger.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Dawkins.
Come to think of it, I ain't got no intimate friends. But still, what's the difference, me old pork sausage? You're coming with me.
Are you sure Mr. Fagin won't mind?
Mind? Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares whatever we got to share? If it's a chance to be, we should see some harder days, empty louder days. Why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't have no fuss. For after some consideration we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself
At home?
Consider yourself
One of the family?
we've taken to you.
So strong.
It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself
Well then,
Consider yourself part of the furniture.
there is a lot to spare.
Who cares whatever we got to share? Nobody tries to be la-di-da cup of tea. There's a cup of tea for all. Only it's wise to be handy with a rolling pin when the landlord comes to call. Consider yourself our mates. We don't wanna have no fuss. For after some consideration we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself at home. We take it to you so strong. Consider yourself well in. There is a lot to spare. If it's a chance to be, we should see some harder days, empty lot of days. Why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mate. We don't have no fuss. After some consideration, we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself one of the family. We've taken to you so strong. It's clear we're going to get along. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares whatever we got to share? If it's a chance to be, we should see some harder days, empty larder days. Why grouse? Always a chance to meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself our mates. We don't have no fuss. For after some consideration we can stay. Consider yourself one of us. Okay, now right. Fagin, this is my new friend, Oliver Twist.
Sir, I hope I shall have the honor of your intimate acquaintance. Leave him alone! We are very glad to see you, Oliver, very. Charlie, draw a tub near the fire for Oliver. Dodger, take off the sausage. Jizz, shut up and drink your root beer. Hey, you're staring at the pocket handkerchiefs, hey, my dear. Quite a few of them, ain't there? We've just hung them out ready for the wash. The wash! That's all, Oliver, that's all. Ha ha ha.
Is this a laundry then, sir?
Well, not exactly, my boy. I suppose the laundry would be a very nice thing indeed, but our line of business pays a little better, don't it, boys?
Not all.
You see, Oliver, in this life, one thing counts. In the bank, large amounts. I'm afraid these don't grow on trees. You got to pick a pocket or two. You got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You got to pick a pocket or two. Large amounts don't grow on trees. You got to pick a pocket or two. Why should we break our backs stupidly paying tax? Better get some untaxed income. You've got to pick a pocket or two. You got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You got to pick a pocket or two. Why should we all break our backs? Better pick a pocket or two. Robin Hood, what the crook, gave away all he took. Charity's fine, subscribe to mine. You got to pick a pocket or two. You got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Robin Hood was far too good. You got to pick a pocket or two. Take a tip from Bill Sykes. He can whip what he likes. I recall he started small. He had to pick a pocket or two. You got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You got to pick a pocket or two. By old Bill Sykes, if we pick a pocket or two. Dear old gent passing by, something nice takes his eye. Everything's queer, attack the rear, and fence and pick a pocket or two. You got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You got to pick a pocket or two. Near, attack the rear, advance and pick a pocket or two. When I see someone rich, both my thumbs start to itch. Only to find some peace of mind, I have to pick a pocket or two. You got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You got to pick a pocket or two. Hey, find some peace of mind, pocket or two. Crook. I hope you've all been hard at work today, my dears. Hard? As what? Good boys, good boys. What have you got, Dodger? A wallet. Well, not as heavy as it might be, but very nicely made. Ingenious workman, ain't he, Oliver?
Very ingenious, sir.
And what have you got, my dear?
2 nose racks.
Well, they're very nice ones, too. Blue and green. You haven't embroidered them too well, Charlie, so I'll have to pick out the initials with a needle. You'll need to learn how to do this too, won't you, boys? Yeah, but not all. But in the meantime, you have to learn how to make wallets like Dodger and Charlie here. You'd like that, wouldn't you, my boy?
Oh, yes, Mr. Fagin, if you'll teach me.
Certainly, my boy, no fee. Just do everything that Dodger and Charlie do. Make them your models, especially Dodger. He's gonna be a regular little Bill Sykes. Now then, is my handkerchief protruding from my pocket?
Why, yes, sir, I can see the corner.
Well, try to take it without my feeling it, like you saw the others do. Rum-tum-tum, pum-pum-pum, tum-tum-tum, pum-pum-pum. Skittle-lie-tie-tee-rie-tie-tie, tee-rup-a-tup-a-tup-a-tum-tum. You Got to pick a pocket or two, boys. You've got to pick a pocket or two. Is it gone?
Why, yes, sir. It's in my hand.
What a clever boy. I've never seen such a sharp lad. Here's 6 pence for you. I have to go to the bank. If you go on this way, you'll be the greatest man of all time. Be quiet. Yes, but you're quite the gentleman now. You got 6 pence on credit, a home, and a profession. Eh, my dears? Now then, bedtime, all of you. Dodger, settle down, take off your hat and bed. Oliver, have a nightcap. I'm afraid the Wedgwood's in the safe. Ha ha ha. Bill Sykes! What you doing around so late, Bill? I mean, people is trying to sleep around here.
Oh, I just want to give you some stuff.
Oh, well, okay. What do you have in there, Bill? A candlestick, oh my. Well, it's too bad there's not a matching one. I mean, it'd be very nice, but I mean, of course, you can't have everything you want. 2 matching candlesticks. Blimey, Bill, how do you do it? Is it possible that you have a slightly larger item? Maybe? Wow, this silver tray is amazing. Bill, you're the best.
Where's my money?
I'll catch up to you later, Bill, I promise.
Sure.
Tomorrow, I promise, Bill, I promise.
Better promise.
I do promise. What's wrong with that guy? It must be his upbringing. I'm a real miser, you know. But can I help it? I just like to look at it. My little treasure. A cup of coffee and a quick count-up. I mean, who's gonna look after me in my old age? Will you, Bertie? Will you? You! What are you doing? Why are you awake? Quick, quick! I want to hear every detail you saw.
I can't sleep anymore, sir. I'm very sorry I disturbed you.
Were you awake 5 minutes ago?
No, sir.
2 minutes ago?
Not that I know, sir.
Be sure, be sure!
All right then, I'm sure.
Right, if you're sure, I'm sure. Of course, I was only trying to frighten you, my dear. You're a brave boy, Oliver. A brave boy. Did you see any of the pretty things, my dear?
Yes, sir.
Well, they're mine. My little property. All I've got to live on in me old age. It's a terrible thing. Old age.
Do you think I can get up now, sir?
Certainly, my boy. There's a basin of water near the fire. You can have a wash.
But, sir, I took a wash yesterday.
Well, today's your birthday! Why?
Plummy and Slam.
Wake up, boys. The ladies are here.
We'll have less of that if you don't mind. Good morning, laddies. Now where's the soda?
Over there, but all in moderation, my dear. Too much soda can be a dangerous thing for a pure young girl.
And what's wrong with a drop of danger then, Mr. Fagin? Besides, that's the only bit of excitement we have around here. And who would deny us that small pleasure? Would you?
Yes.
I knew it. Small pleasures, who would deny us thee? Soda toddies, large measures, no skimping if you please. I rough it, I love it, life is a game of chance. I never tire of it, laid in this merry dance. If you don't mind having to go without things, it's a fine life. Though it ain't all jolly or pleasure outings, it's a fine life. When you've got someone to love, you forget your cares and strives. Let the prudes look down us, let the wide world frown at us. It's a fine, fine life. Who cares if stray laces sneer at us in the street? Fine airs and fine graces don't have to situate. We wander through London, who knows that we may find there's pockets left undone, ornament on behind. If you don't mind taking it like it turns out. It's a fine life, it's a fine life. Keep the candle burning till it burns out. It's a fine life, it's a fine life. Though you sometimes do come by the occasional black eye, you can always cover one till it blacks the other one, but you don't dare cry. No flounces, no feathers, no furs or fur belows. All wind and all weather, ache for fancy clothes. These trappings, these tatters, these we can just afford. What future, what matters, we've got a bed and board. If you don't mind having to do with Fagin, it's a fine life. It's a fine life. Though disease threats threaten to bring the plague in, it's a fine life. It's a fine life. When the grass is green and dense on the right side of the fence, so we take good care of it and we get our share of it and we don't lean pens. If you don't mind having it like a lumpet, it's a fine life. It's a fine life. Though there's no taste sipping and eating crumpet, it's a fine life. Not for me. Yeah. Happy husband, happy wife. Though it sometimes touches me for the likes of such as me, but mine's a fine, fine, fine life.
Who's he, Fagin?
Oh, I forgot to introduce you to our new lodger. Come here, Oliver. Oliver Twist, Esquire.
Shut up! Charmed to meet you, Oliver. Don't mind them, they don't know what they're talking about.
But, Nancy, we're all ladies and gentlemen here. We're all quality.
You wouldn't know quality if you saw it, Fagin. None of ya. Except Dodge. You know how them fine gentlemen treat their ladies.
Of course I have.
Shall we show them how it's done?
Righty-ho.
I do anything for you, yeah. Anything for you, mean everything to me. I know that I'll go anywhere for your smile, anywhere for your smile, everywhere I see.
Would you climb a hill?
Anything,
Where would Jaffrey do?
anything,
Lead me all your will.
anything.
Even fight my bill.
What fisticuffs I risk, everything for one kiss, everything. Yes, I do anything,
Anything.
anything for you.
Come on, Oliver, now you try. Do everything you saw me and Dodge do, and I'll tell you all the words you don't know.
I do anything for you, dear. Anything for you, mean everything to me. I know that I'd go anywhere for your smile, anywhere for your smile, everywhere I'd see. Would you lace my shoe? Anything. Paint your face bright blue? Anything. Catch a kangaroo? Anything. You too. And back again, I'd risk everything
Would your elbow shop?
Anything,
Would your wrist drop?
anything,
Though your eyes go pop?
anything.
When you come down, pop.
Take everything we risk, life and limb, to keep you in the swim. Yes, we do anything, anything for you. Bill will be over to collect his money later. For now, ta-ta, you lot.
Ta-ta.
All right then. Can't have you out laying around here all day. There's hard work to be done. There's pockets to be picked. Dodger, take Oliver with you. Oliver, you have to make a start somewhere, and believe me, you could not make a finer start. See you later. Hope you be back soon from your job, Oliver.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Would you like to buy my wallet?
No, I think I have.
I mean, you seem like a very rich gentleman.
Nah, I think.
Run! Oh, never mind.
Hey, that's the guy. Get him! Catch him, please. Yes, that's the kid. He's not my fault.
Suppose what they want to suppose when they hear oh papa.
Ladies and gentlemen, now presenting Nancy.
There's a ditty they're singing in the city, especially when they've been on the bus ride of the coast. If you've got the patience, your own imagination will tell you just exactly what you want to hear. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear oh papa. Mr. Snodgrass will often have the old glass wet never when he thought anybody could see. Secretly buy it and drink it on the quiet and dream he was an earl, then all could agree. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. What is the cause of his red shiny nose? Could it be oh papa? Pretty little Sally goes walking down the alley and waves to all the gals and the gents on the street. They can see her smiling and smiling all the whiling, so charmed as they pass by for a meet and so greet. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want to suppose when they hear oh papa. There's a little ditty they're singing in the city, especially when they've been on the spot of the coast. If you've got the patience, your own imaginations will tell you just exactly what you want to hear. Oh papa, that's how it goes. Oh papa, everyone knows. They all suppose what they want
and got taken away by the coach.
That's very likely. You're blown upon. You're blown upon, Fagin.
I'm afraid it might be worse for you than for me.
We must find out what's been said or done. We can grab the boy the very moment he dares to step out of that house. Now who's gonna go?
The very thing, Nancy. You can go. What do you say?
The very thing.
That it won't do, so no use trying it on, Fagin.
And just what do you mean by that remark?
What I say, Bill.
You're just the very person for it. Nobody up that way knows anything about your...
As I don't want to, neither.
She'll go, Fagin.
No, she won't, Fagin.
Yes, she will, Fagin. Go on, get out.
Where is love? Does it fall from skies above? Is it underneath the willow tree that you've been dreaming of? Where is she? Look, Oliver, at the sailors outside. Red roses, two blooms for a penny. Who will buy my sweet red roses? Two blooms for a penny. Will you buy any milk today, mistress? Any milk today, mistress? Will you buy my sweet red roses? Ripe strawberries, ripe strawberries, ripe, ripe strawberries, ripe strawberries, ripe, my sweet red roses. Nice to cry, any night, nice to cry. Strawberries ripe, ripe, strawberries ripe, strawberries ripe, ripe, strawberries ripe. Who will buy? Who will buy? Who will buy? Who will buy this wonderful morning? Such a sky you never did see. My sweet red roses too. Who will tie it up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me? Ripe strawberries ripe, so I could see it at my leisure. Whenever things go wrong, and I would keep it as a treasure to last my whole life long. Any milk today? Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Nice to grind. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. But what am I to do to keep the sky so blue? There must be someone who will buy.
in, Doctor. I think you'll find a great improvement in the boy. Thank you, Mrs. Bedouin. How do you feel today, my boy?
Much better, thank you. May stay here always, sir.
If you wish, dear boy, if you wish.
You feel much better, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I know you are. You're hungry too, are you not?
No, sir.
I know you're not. He's not hungry, Mrs. Bedouin.
No, sir.
You feel sleepy, don't you?
No, sir.
You're not sleepy, not thirsty? If that boy's thirsty, I'll eat my head.
Yes, sir. Rather thirsty.
Yes, just as I expected. You may give him a little tea.
May I get up, sir?
Yes, you may get up and get a little fresh air. Make sure to keep him warm, but make sure not to keep him too cold. Will you have the goodness?
Certainly, Doctor.
You'll be glad to be up again, Oliver. Doctor, do you notice the most extraordinary likeness between that boy's face and the portrait of my daughter Agnes?
Can't say so myself. I only know two sorts of boys, bee-faced boys and mealy-faced boys.
And which is Oliver?
Mealy, where does he come from?
I told you, he was arrested for stealing my pocket handkerchief.
What, sir?
It was all my mistake, and when the shopkeeper told us what really happened and he was released by the magistrate, I brought him here to make what amends I could. But I must confess, I found myself strangely attached to the child.
He's deceiving you, my good friend. He has a fever. What of that? He stole your pocket handkerchief, didn't he? He'll steal more.
He didn't. Yes, what is it? Ah, yes, thank you. Now I've got some other books here. Hey, wait a moment. Hey, come back. Oh dear, he's gone, and I particularly wish some books to be returned today.
Send Oliver with them. He'll be sure to bring them back. If he does, I'll eat my head.
Oh, yes. Do let me take them for you, please, sir.
Oh, very well, my boy. Very well. If you wish, you shall. Now let me tell you what I want you to do. I want you to take these books and say that you've come to pay the £4.10 that Mr. Brownlow owes. Here's £5. Now, no need to rush, but I'll expect you back in 10 minutes.
Very good, sir.
Okay, Mrs. Bedouin, 10 minutes.
Wonderful morning, such a sky you never could see. Pull the ties up with a ribbon and put it in a box for me. There'll never be a day so sunny it could not have been twice. Where is the man with all the money? It's cheap at half the price. Who will buy this wonderful feeling? I'm so high, I swear I could fly. Me, oh my, I don't want to lose it. But what am I to do? Just keep the sky so blue. There must be someone who will buy. Oh, my dear brother! Let go! Let go! Who is it? Let go! I found him, Oliver. Oh, Oliver, where have you been? We've been worried out of your heads. Come home, dear, come home. Oh, I found him. Thank goodness gracious heavens I found him. Oh, he ran away 2 weeks ago from his parents, hard-working, respectable people, and joined a set of thieves and bad characters. Almost broke his mother's heart. Make him come home. I won't! She's not my sister. Got no sister. Got no mother nor father neither. Just listen to him. Oh, Bet! Tell them to let me go! See, he knows his little sister. He can't hide that. Make him come home or we kill his mother and father.
What's the devil's this? Young Oliver, come back home to your poor mother. What books are these?
They're Mr. Brownslow's.
So you've been stealing again, haven't you? You're nothing but a thief and a vagabond.
Come on, Oliver.
No, wait, but the books, and I need to give them to Mr. Brownlow in the library, and
Twist! I'll give him a twist.
Leave him now, Bill. We're here.
Look, boys, Oliver's back.
Look at his togs, Fagin. Superfine cloth and a heavy swell cut. Nothing but a gentleman.
Delighted to see you looking so swell, my dear. Why didn't you say you were coming? We were gonna make some hot supper.
hey, that's mine.
Whoa, what's that? That's mine, Fagin.
No, mine, Bill, mine. You
If that
hold the books.
If that ain't mine, then I'll take the boy back again.
No, you can have the books.
If that fair or not fair, if it ain't mine and Nancy that is, we don't have to spend our time chasing off the little children. Give it here, you avaricious little skeleton. Here, start a library.
You can't keep the books. They belong to Mr. Brownlow, and if he knows you have them, he'll be here after you.
So Willie, what did you tell him about us?
Nothing.
That remains to be seen, but if I find out that anything that's been out of place, I've wagered that young scoundrels told him everything. Stand off from me, I'll split your head against the wall.
I don't care for that, Bill. The child shan't be harmed unless you kill me first.
I'll soon do that if you don't keep off.
All right, we got him. What's the matter?
The girl's gone mad, I think.
Hasn't, Fagin. Don't think it.
This is hardly fair, Bill. All this violence. Come on, Bill. We must have civil words.
Civil words, yes, you deserve them from me. I thieved for you as a child, half his age and 12 years since. Don't you forget it.
Well, if you have, it's your living.
Are you going to sit there snoring all day?
I'm going to sit here as long as I think proper, madam, and although I was not snoring, I should sneeze, gape, laugh, or cry, as the humor strikes me, such being my prerogative.
Your prerogative.
I said the word, madam. A man's prerogative is to command.
Then what's the prerogative of a woman in the name of goodness?
To obey. Your late unfortunate husband has not taught it to you?
Oh, you hard-hearted brute!
Ha 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 ha.
And that's the prerogative of a woman!
It's Matron.
Go on, get out of it.
It's Aunt Sally, ma'am. She says she got something to tell you that must be heard. She'll never die quiet till you hear.
Go on, get out of it.
I'm your old friend, Annie.
All right, bring her in.
Go again.
Go on, get out of it.
Now listen to me. Once, in this very room, in this very bed, I nursed a pretty young creature that was brought in this house with her feet cut and bruised with walking. She gave birth to a boy and died.
What about her?
I robbed her, I did. And all she had were around her neck and it were gold.
Gold? Yes, go on, what of it?
This is it. Look it. She whispered in my ear that if her babe should live, the day would come when it might feel proud to hear its poor mother name. In my belief, she came from a good rich family.
The boy's name?
They called him
Yes?
Oliver.
She's dead.
Treat that boy, Mr. Brumble.
Must indeed, madam. Must indeed. Oliver.
That was the man with the large appetite.
Oliver. Apparently he's from a rich family.
To think we nearly to we went lost track of him.
If the truth were known, we're
both delighted to see the back of him.
Oliver, Oliver,
What will we do?
we must give him his due. We'll
And
praise the day somebody gave us Oliver.
I understand you bring information regarding the boy Oliver Twist.
I've come to answer an advertisement. Bumble is my name. Below the workhouse where this boy has been cared for, he has been taken to an undertaker where he ran away from.
Yes, yes. And do you know where the boy is now?
Not no more than nobody.
Then what do you know of him?
This little trinket was given to the lad's dying mother just before she passed away. That is the lad's dying mother, not my wife.
You say that when he left your workhouse, he went to an undertaker's?
Yes, Mrs. Sowerberry took Oliver from us for £5.
You mean to say that you sold him like an animal?
Well, it was actually Mrs. Bumble who actually authorized the sale.
Really? Then I will see to it that neither of you is employed in a situation of trust again. You may leave my house.
I hope that this unfortunate circumstance will not deprive me of my parochial office.
Indeed it will, and you may think yourself well off besides.
It was Mrs. Bumble. She would do it.
That is no excuse. You were present on the occasion where the boy was sold, and indeed are the more guilty of the two in the eye of the law. For the law supposes that your wife acts under your direction.
If the law supposes that, then the law is an ass. If that's the eye of the law, then the law is a bachelor. I hope the law was opened by experiences by experiencing.
To the young person, sir, inquiring for you about Oliver.
Mrs. Bedouin, take a look at this miniature. You see who it is?
Why, it's Miss Agnes, sir.
Yes, my daughter Agnes, and I have every reason to suspect that Oliver was her child.
Sir!
I can't stay out there any longer. If I'd gone away as many would have done, I might have been sorry without reason neither.
I'm sorry if anyone has been rude to you. Can I help you in any way?
I don't know. Can she be trusted?
Yes, why?
I was the girl that took little Oliver back to old Fagin's the morning he left this house.
You?
Me, sir, and I wish now that I'd never been a part of it. He mentioned you specially, and I thought if I came to you...
Did you perhaps know that Oliver was my grandchild?
I didn't know nothing. All I knew was my orders. Bring him back, or suffer for it. You don't believe me. I don't want your pity. I had to come, even though there were those who would murder me if they knew I'd been here.
Murder? But where is Oliver? Where is this Fagins?
I can't tell you.
But what can I do about all this? Why must you go back? Why can't you tell me where he is? And why must you return to those people? I can call the police in a minute, and if you tell them what you just told me, they will see you come to no harm.
Don't you understand? I want to go back. I must go back. You see, there's a man that I just can't leave. You see, I love him. You don't know what it's like to love someone like that.
I understand.
My dear ladies, do excuse me, but I'm anxious about Oliver. How can you help me?
I won't tell you where he is, but I'll bring him to you. Not here, it's too dangerous. Do you promise not to be followed or watched?
I promise you solemnly.
Then tonight, between 11 and the time that's, the clock strikes 12, I will walk on the London Bridge and bring Oliver. You must be quiet, or they'll find us. Bill!
It's a dark night, but it's light enough for me for all I've got to do.
No! Don't do it! Police! Police! Get him!
Oh, no.
You're coming home with me, Oliver.
But what about Nancy?
Nancy, you can come work with us too. We're going to take care of all the kids at the orphanage.